Well, hello there, Internet. Good Friday, happy Friday. Good Friday's a holiday, isn't it? Some sort of religious thing. Anyways, happy Friday! I hope your Friday is going well so far. Mine is probably not going as well as yours is, unless yours is really bad. But I hope that yours is going much better than mine is so far. So while I was at work today, I realized that I'm weirded out by a lot of things. And what sparked this is that at my work there is a lobster tank. And there are lobsters in said tank, which is why it's called a lobster tank. Today I realized how weirded out I am by lobsters. That they're like the centipedes of the sea, and they really I don't like them. They're like giant bugs, and I do not enjoy them. So after I realized how weirded out I am by lobsters, I realized that I'm weirded out by quite a lot of other things. So here are said things. Number one, I'm weirded out by the fact that there are constantly little bugs and like little dust mites or whatever they are in our eyelashes, and they kind of just live there, and there are just thousands of them, and it weirds me out that there are bugs living in my eyelashes and I can't even see them and I can't feel them, and whenever I think about it I want to just break down and cry because there are bugs living in my eyes. If that doesn't weird you out, then you're probably one of the people that weirds me out. Another thing that weirds me out are contortionists. 1, they can kiss their own ass. 2, they could probably look at their own ass. I don't understand how body parts go in places where they're not supposed to go, and why they would want to make a life out of that. Everything that they do seems very uncomfortable, but I mean, I guess that they're happy doing it, but that just seems very uncomfortable in lots and lots of ways, especially when you have 2 contortionists together, and then heads are in places where they shouldn't be, and there are just all sorts of weird things, and contortionists just weird me out. They're like living rag dolls. I feel like if I just picked one up and then dropped one down the stairs, it would just flop all over the place like a rag doll. It weirds me out, man. It weirds me out. Another thing, try and think of a color that doesn't exist. What? Like, you have your set colors, but if you try to think of a color that you've never seen before, like just trying to think of a color other than the colors that you've already seen before, it makes my mind want to explode, and then I realize that there actually are colors that we haven't seen before, and I just don't know what to think, and then I'm just like, oh my god, mind blown, and then I'm just like, whoa, that's too much for my mind to handle, and it weirds me out. On a relatively more serious note, another thing that weirds me out is marriage. Not that I'm afraid to get married or anything, I would love to get married someday. It's just the concept of marriage. It's like, hey, I like this human, I'm gonna keep it, I'm gonna put a ring on this human and claim it as mine, and I want to spend the rest of my life with this one specific human until one of us dies. If you break it down to its core, it's like, I want that human, yes, I want that one's mine. To prove that it's mine, there's a ring on that finger. Along those lines, what weirds me out is thinking about the future. If I think about the future, it weirds me out that I'll probably be a mom one day. It weirds me out that I'll have kids, and it weirds me out that I'll be like my parents one day. And I'm only 19, but thinking about being 40 and having kids and a house and a mortgage and a 9-to-5 job, I don't want to think about it. Every time I think about it, I'm like, that's not real. I can't do that. Can't handle that right now. I am not capable of thinking about becoming a mother at 19. Thinking about me, like a kid with kids, weirds me the hell out. I do not like that thought just yet. Yes, I want to have kids. Yes, I want to have a husband. But right now, I'm like, whoa, back the fuck up. Last but not least, the thing that weirds me out the most, I guess, I don't know if weirded out is the right term for it, but the afterlife, quote unquote, the afterlife. What happens? No one knows. Some people say there's a heaven, some people say we turn into ghosts, some people say we get reincarnated. I have no idea what the fuck happens. But what I do know is that trying to think about it weirds me out. I don't know what's gonna happen, and the fact that I don't know what's gonna happen weirds me out, and I just don't like to think about it. When I do think about it, my brain just goes that's what happens. Thank you very much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did enjoy this video, feel free to symbolize your enjoyment of this video with a nice little thumbs up, and you can do so down in that little corner. And if you would like to see me every single week, or sometimes twice a week, you can feel free to click down there and click that subscribe button, and then we'll be bonded, and then you'll never be able to get rid of me. Ever. Once again, thank you very much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys all next week. Goodbye.